Ladies and gentlemen, wonderful people, this is Call of Duty Fanatics. Welcome back to another Warzone report, and this one is going to be really interesting because in this one we are going to show you the secret red doors that appeared with the Season 4 update of Warzone. Now Season 4 is already in a full swing, and there is some very interesting things out there in Verdansk. So far we found 3 crash sites of satellites that we saw in trailers and cinematics for Warzone Season 4. But the most interesting things are these red doors. And one of the red doors we actually found in assault mines. And you can see now on your screens, this is the gameplay of this. And one of these doors are actually hidden in the wall of the main building, one of the buildings actually in the salt mines. And I was kind of, what's happening over here. Basically you can just unlock these doors by pressing the interaction button, and then you drop in some kind of a station, Perseus operative station. This was Echo station actually. And you get this like very decent loot, a specialist perk, and this is some kind of a torture room or interrogation room. But look, we ended up here like in lumber or something like that. And it is indeed a teleportation device. So red doors are teleportation device. But the interesting thing is there was 2 playlist updates after the initial update went live, and these doors are now not operational anymore, so they disappeared. Because after 3 or 4 initial rounds we got these playlist updates, and we couldn't find the doors anymore. So it's kind of interesting to see what's going to happen. This is the exact location on the map where we found one of these red doors, and we constantly were returning to see where these doors are going to spawn us next. So basically every time we went through the doors we ended up on a different location, which is pretty cool. But it's also interesting because it takes you to a different Perseus, like a torture center or an office or something like that. And I think that these red doors are going definitely to have a deeper meaning in the story development. And as you can see, when you transfer yourself this time, I was going to Golf Station, which is basically the school where we used to have the activation phone for bunker number 11 right across the airport. At this moment, the thing that I think happened is that they rushed out a little bit with these red doors because it was too simple. Like the only thing, as you saw on this gameplay, the only thing you need to do is just find the door, interact with it, go through it, and you're going to this secret location or a secret office where you can get this specialist perks, advanced UAVs, etc. So this thing is shut down now for some reason, but I assume in the next couple of hours we are going to get back these red doors, which are very interesting. And as you can see here, we were repeating the same process from the salt mine doors that we found, and we were spawning on totally different locations every time, and we found like 7 or 8 of these Perseus secret locations that are scattered in Verdansk. So you see, for example, this one is Foxtrot Station. So I can only imagine that there is at least 10 of these secret places that are scattered everywhere in Verdansk. And they all look more or less similar. Now we investigated in details all of these rooms, and we couldn't find any specific clue or anything like that, or maybe some kind of intel. There is nothing like that in these rooms. But it's kind of significant every time you get this like notification with the Perseus logo and the name of the station. So for example, this one is a Delta station, and in each of these secret stations you have these 2 legendary boxes with some very nice loot. So I'm really curious how this story is going to develop. Now, we were also searching for other stuff in Verdansk, and we said, okay, let's visit the old mine. And there you go, in an old mine we found actually 2 red doors, which was also very interesting. So 2 buildings that we have in the old mine area are actually having the 2 red doors. So the bigger one, and the smaller one. And again, when we went through the doors, we spawned in a completely different location, and opposite locations as well. So as I said a couple of moments ago, I'm very curious what's going to happen here, because they closed and sealed these stations off. You cannot access it anymore, but we are bringing this video to you because you need to get prepared, because this thing is going to be unlocked very soon. And the 4th red door that we actually found was again in the salt mine complex, but opposite building to the one that we found first. And again, same thing happened. We didn't want to go together through the same door. Basically what's happening, if you go together, you will respawn in the same room somewhere in Verdansk, and it's random every time. So we just said, okay, let's just not waste too much of a time, and let's go like on a different locations. And every time we were respawning on 2 different locations. Now in this case, I actually spawned in the storage town, and this office was kind of different, a little bit, I would say, bigger, but I couldn't find any intel or anything specific in this location. This is a farmland, a secret Perseus room, and it's in one of the basements of the houses that we have. Now you will recognize the basements, and this basement in particular. There's a couple of houses in farmland that have this, but one of these houses are actually hiding this secret Perseus room. Now one more thing as well, if you do not go through the red doors, you cannot unlock these doors before you go through the red doors. So what am I saying over here? If you land on this location, you know where the secret room is, and if you land on this location, these doors are going to be locked. So you cannot enter it, I would say, from the outside world. You have to go through the red doors in order to unlock these secret Perseus operatives room. Now after this, after we found 4 red doors and 7 or 8 of these special Perseus rooms, we started to dig even further, check the farmland and everything around, and basically we got this playlist update and we couldn't proceed any further because everything simply disappeared. We tried also to interact with the satellites, but you can't interact with those. So I think that the event is not quite, it doesn't have a good start at the moment. So probably they are going to fix a couple of things, maybe some things are not working. These red doors, for example, when you use them, it's too easy to get these specialist perks, etc. So I think they need to work a little bit more on these red doors in order to put all the things in the right order. Now that's my opinion, maybe I'm wrong, but I strongly believe that in the next couple of hours these red doors are going to be operational again. And now, ladies and gentlemen, before I wrap up this video, I really need to make a special thanks to Noxerity, who was basically helping me to get this wonderful content for you. He was exploring with me and looking for red doors, and as I said before, we managed to find 4 of these red doors, and it's absolutely amazing achievement. Also, this would be the end of the first report in a Warzone Season 4. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please let me know what do you think about the season so far in the comment section below, and tell me, have you found any of these secret red doors? Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for future great Call of Duty content, and until next time, I wish you all the best and stay frosty.